Good evening and welcome back to the channel, guys, and welcome back to Ezzolini. We are here for, Golden Lap, the Ezzolini save. We are here for Season 2. We've got 2 races here today to get things started. And we will be trying, I don't know, what are we going to be doing this season? Well, we tried to get a better car. We went experimental. It didn't freaking work. We've got 2 parts that are not great. But as was made, there was a comment in the previous episode that said, just take the part that we successfully stole off of LeBron, which actually did boost our part by about 140 points, which is very, very good. The sneaky tip came from Hayden, who says, a trick you can do is spy but not use the part. Use it as the baseline for upgrades. This way you won't get caught, or theoretically you shouldn't get caught. So, good tip from Hayden, and we are driving, we're treating this save as a little bit more of our sneaky, villainous save. So we are going to do just that. We're going to build a new engine, and it's going to be a pretty good engine. Because of that, it's going to be 2520 straight away. 2520 is a significant jump. We've got just a lot of money in the bank. So we can upgrade parts anytime it goes below 70, it gets an upgrade. That'll be the rule because we've got a good amount of money. We're spending our money this season. Now, what is the goal of the season? The goal of the season is to try and win the championship with our 2 zero-cost drivers. And of course, on top of that, we are an Italian team full of Italian team members. So those are the goals for this season. We've got 2 races here today, guys. First up is Belgium, then we go to South Africa. Let's get going. Okay, race 1. Qualifying 1. Oh, friggin' Romano. What are you doing? And out we go. Okay, so we are thinking, basically, the amount of money we've got, we can build a part every single race, upgrade parts, more or less, every single race, and just use our money as much as we possibly can over the course of the season to make our car just unstoppable. That is the idea. We want to be as fast as we can be. Because Antonio Romano, Antonio Vitali, they're not the quickest drivers. We know that. How do we know that? Well, they are paid drivers. So, look, we know they're not the quickest. We know it's going to be tough to fight with the Ezzolini. Sorry. Yeah, no, it's the Ezzolini drivers, Levi Mack. But obviously Moretti is not with us at the minute. Is that, one more lap on the softs, I think, would be a good idea. Because Paul Woods is now in the LeBron. It's the LeBrons that we're up against. Let's go with this one, and this one, and this one. Over here, down there, that is 9 plus 21 is 30. Okay, one more lap on the soft tyres. Send them out. Out we go. Let's put some good laps in. Alright, so we're up in 4th right now after the first set of laps. Now, I don't fully expect us to be... Oh, Romano's in the zone. That's good. I don't really expect us to be able to improve that much. Vitali has a much slower car. Romano's got the better car. Does go quicker. Does improve. But I don't really think that's going to be enough to kind of really... I mean, look at some of that. We've got... This is odd, isn't it? It is very odd. Okay, we are focusing down here, but these numbers are not fun for us. There we go, that's a good one. 63 out of 80, trying to get the steering done. Vitali needs to do, like, as much as possible when it comes to When it comes to tuning, oh, that was not a good one. And the lap times are not really going to improve now. Why do we know that? Because of the rain that is out on the track. So even though we're still on soft tires, and it doesn't really look like you want to go off of soft tires, it's not really wet enough to justify it. There's only one car at the minute that's made that decision. Make that 2, make that 3. Okay, a couple more now. They are deciding to do just that. However, are you going to improve going on to the Inters? I can't see it happening. I'm genuinely just gonna stay on the wet tires. I don't think it's a bad idea. 18. Okay, good. Did I say wet? I meant soft. I'm just gonna stay on the soft tires until the next kind of increase in rainwater. $61 out of 80 there. That's pretty solid. Okay, we should be able to get 2 tunes done for Vitali. That would be very, very good. I wonder if... So I wonder if our race pace will be, like, much better than our quali pace under these specific conditions of, you know, like the standing water that's kind of not really going anywhere, slowing everybody down. No one is improving, but we're not like outrageously slow either. And Vitali's put in a green sector 3, which is curious. Soft tires again, but I think you'd have to put in one heck of a lap time, one crazy lap time for this to work and for us to actually improve on our laps. So let's try and focus up here. There we go. Okay, send them out. Let's go. I've got the track in the middle of the park. It's so odd, like certain tracks just take up so much more space on the screen, whereas this one is tiny. Doesn't take up much space at all. Okay, so we are now seeing some green sectors coming out, and we are like managing to improve just as the track does get a little bit kind of drier, and hopefully that does mean we shoot up to like maybe top 5. Romano 9. It did. Okay, it's come in saying he was stuck behind somebody. Maybe that's not what helped. Vitali's gone into 10. Alright, can we get another lap going? Can we get another lap going? Because if we can, we might just get the chance to put in another quick lap, although the rain's going to come back, and that's not good. That's not helpful. In the slightest. Okay. Well, that was pretty good, so we'll take that. Okay, soft tires again. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, we can do this. We can get higher up, surely. Out you go. Tuning. Yes. $73 out of 80, but you can see how much that has improved us. I mean, look at that. Our car is actually significantly better, but the drivers are much, much faster. So that's the issue we're going to have over the course of this season. We need to, we need to just keep upgrading the car, keep putting money into the car, building new parts, left, right, and center. Okay. Other cars are managing to put in green sectors. Romano is not, but Vitali is. And goes up to 9th. How much of that is just Romano putting in a bad lap? Because Romano's got the better car. That's the curious thing here. Okay, let's try and focus here. Don't think we're going to make it. Oh, so close. So close here. That's unlucky. Okay. So our car here is actually 2500 or better. Good. And now we've only got one to focus on here. 29 out of 80. I can't really see that getting much better. But we will get another tuning, maybe. We won't. I think this is probably our last lap times. But we should get another tuning session. It's all gone a bit wrong for Antonio Romano here. But he can get his tuning done. There we go, good. That was good. That was also good. So was that. Wow. Alright. But we're not going to send him out. There's actually no point because the timer's already done. So it's all about getting this last tuning done for Vitali. Just trying to get as much out of the car as possible. And 55 out of 80. Not bad. Okay, not bad. That is going to be that. So we're going to times 8 it and wrap this one up. Good quality? Not really. Not really. Maybe a bit too similar to how things were going last season. But it's a wet race, which means chaos and opportunity. Let's go. Why would it give me two separate starting strategies? That's really interesting. Inters are good, but then it's going to be on the wets pretty quickly. Pretty quickly indeed. I'm not... Okay, everyone else is on the Inter, so we didn't make a bad decision, which is good. We're going to start with Romano, who's back in 15th. We're not pushing at the start because I do not want to risk us losing cars early. We'll let the... There we go, look at that. Vitali's making up positions. I think Romano's got a very quick car, so he's got to just kind of use it. We've got to try and take advantage of that. So we're in 19 right now, but I think we will be... 20, come on. There we go, back to 19. Go on, Romano, you got this. 18, there we go. Keep going. 17, 16. Oh, my word. Yeah, good overtakes. Okay, let's stop watching Romano in particular. Let's ×2 speed this. And let's get the hood down. Here we go. So 12 and 14 where we're running right now. Now, Vitali's in the zone. I'm going to let him have a push. Holgersson sent it from the... Was it from the front or was it from like... I think it was near the front. Look, the Chapmans are quick. The Hemlocks are quick as well. But that's early doors. You know what? We're going to jump in early. Why are we going to jump in early? Oh, there's a puncture for Laframboise, but it's right after going past the pit lane. Oh, that's interesting. That's rough. Okay, we had a slow pit stop for Vitali, but that's not actually a problem. We haven't really lost much time. And now, what will happen is... we will catch up. We will make overtakes. We've got Laframboise, who's also gone to the wets. And any other car, anytime they pit, we will make moves. We will get on beyond them. And now we are solid, absolutely solid, I think, on a one-stop. Any yellow flags just strengthen our one-stop. So let's focus up and let's get some moves done. No one's focused. Okay, that's all right. But this is, we're playing the long con here. We're playing the long game. We're trying to see if that early yellow flag pit stop is going to become beneficial later on. Okay, we've got to try and get past Tim Morstan here. But Morstan is a quick driver. No one's focused up again. Come on. Come on, Romano. You've got to get past him. Look how much time you are losing. There we go. Finally gets the job done. Good work. Now go and chase down those cars up ahead. It's a long way back in this race. But outrageously, it's actually not, you know, it's doable. It's actually doable. And cars are starting to pit. And we are starting to get time back. So 14 and 16 right now. Yellow flag, Gabriel Larousse. Oh my word, another car from the front losing out. And we're currently running in 11th and in 9th. But then there are there going to be any pit stops ahead of us? Not quite. So I think that is where we are. Fisher hasn't pitted. Morstan behind us hasn't pitted. Cars have not yet pitted. So, okay, let's go. If we focus up, we push, and then we check when we can burn soon enough. Romano's in the zone. Let's go. We're up to 8th. When did that happen? Who pitted? Must have been Fisher. It was. Fisher's in 11th. There we go. Right. The early pit stop at the moment is paying off. Will it pay off later on? That's a different question. No one's focused. All right, that's okay. Keep going, keep going. What's incredibly curious is that Larousse is actually going to take fastest lap because the more rain there is, the lower the chance, obviously far lower, the chance of anyone improving on their lap time. I feel like Laframboise puncture has kind of latched him on to our strategy here and has actually done him a favor, which is really kind of funny actually. And I've timed that perfectly. Look at that. We can burn for just under 40 laps now. Vitali's in the zone. Okay. Good. All right, so what is the question here? What is the equation? What are we looking at? Well, Antonio Romano is 8.5 seconds back on Jan Schaub, but can't focus. Neither can Vitali. Vitali is 11.5, closer to 12 seconds behind Laframboise. We've got Ryan out in front in the Chapman, the two Hemlocks rounding out the podium, and the two Lebrons in 4th and 5th. It is a different pecking order. It's a changing of the guard, which is very curious. The Hemlocks, I don't recall the Hemlocks ever being that competitive in the night save. So good for them. Good on them. You know, I do like it when the teams kind of rotate who's on top and who's better than this and blah, blah, blah. Okay, Laframboise gone for the early pit stop here. We're actually trying to drag out our tyres a little bit longer in an attempt to guarantee the one stop. Obviously, these other cars, actually, I feel like they're potentially even in a better position. Because we're doing a two-stop, but we're going to have slightly better tyres. If they are pits, I don't know. No, some of them have made their second stops already. Implying that they might go to the end, they might not. I'm really not sure. Are new tyres now gonna make it to the end? I mean, for us, just. For them, it's even closer. It's like, maybe, maybe not. I don't freaking know. It is like a calculated risk, obviously. Oh, wow, no, look at that. Lovera did go faster. Lovera must have sent it. Romano's in the zone. But again, I'm not really pushing it. We're trying to hold off on the pit. So Romano, you can pit now. And those tyres definitely will go to the end. Vitali's in the zone. Let's go. And there are... Okay, so... Well, if they have to pit again, we will genuinely make up a bunch of time. But will they have to pit again? Or are they going to nurse their tyres and therefore sacrifice speed in doing so? It's a big if, but, / maybe, isn't it? It's a big if. Either way, we know for 100%, we know without a doubt, we are burning to the end. Vitali, I literally clicked it. I literally clicked yellow. So why is he pushing and absolutely sending it on those tyres? Okay, Romano is 30 seconds back. 34 seconds, trying to bring it back. I mean, I just don't see that being enough. We've got to keep upgrading the car. We've got to keep pushing and upgrading these cars. Otherwise, we are in trouble. Okay, Romano's going to burn. Sorry, push. Okay, the good thing is that we've still genuinely got 21 laps here. So there is a long, long way to go. And you've got to think that these guys can't be burning in the same way we are, because we save as much as we possibly can. We run a different equation. Go on, Vitali, get the moves done. Laframboise, Jan Schaub, get the moves done. We want 7 and 8 here. Come on. See, what I don't really want from Antonio Vitali is him saying, I can't get past Laframboise. Yes, you can. You've got to back yourself. You've got to get the move done. And get yourself up into, well, 9th first. And then onwards, up to 8th. We're getting lapped. We're actually getting lapped. Joel Ryan is running up the fast lane here. But now something is happening with Romano. It was 32 and it's coming down really quickly now. It's coming down very quickly. 25.1. Are they going to pit in front? That's what we need to know. There we go. Finally, Vitali gets a move done. It's actually on Jan Schaub. It's not Laframboise. So that's something. 24.02. They're burning again. Cars are burning again. Vitali's in the zone. I like that. Good. We're trying to catch Luana Lovera, but to be honest, I can't really see it happening. The 7th and 8th might have to be kind of where we settle it. But it does look like those cars up ahead are gonna pit. So if they do pit, I don't know how much time they're gonna give up. But if they do give up like any portion of significant time, like we might have a chance. There's a chance. The gap's at 23 and it is going to come down. Any time Lovera is not pushing and not burning, and obviously Romano's rarely in the zone because He's been out on the drink, of course, you know, partying a bit too hard. But when we are in the zone, that lap time is going to come down rapid. And it's already down to 17 seconds. We've still got 8 laps to go. We've still got a long way to go if they do pit in front of us. Now remember, because no one else pitted except for Laframboise, because no one else pitted under the yellow flag early doors like we did, we went for the one stop. If you ignore that yellow flag, you know, it isn't a one stop, it's a two stop, but is an effective one stop because of that early pit stop. But no one else went for it except for Laframboise, and that was only because Laframboise got himself a puncture and was kind of forced into it. But no one else went for that, which means because they pitted about here instead of here where we pitted, their tyres are further along, you know, the cliff, like the offset, the drop in performance. Which makes me think, if they do pit in these last couple of laps, which I don't know if they will. I mean, maybe I wouldn't if I was them, but they, you know, I'm not the team principal of those teams, and sometimes they make wacky decisions. For example, Siliers has gone in and obviously does have nicer, better tyres now and might be able to chase down Romano, but all we've got to do is survive 2 laps. And we've got ourselves another position. And if those guys in front, Lovera, Woods, who haven't pitted, if their performance does indeed fall off a cliff, but they're not bringing it in. Look at that. Their tyres are absolutely sent. But they're not bringing it in. If Romano loses out to Siliers, I won't be mad. It's not something to be worried about. Because early doors here, we're just trying to do our best and kind of pick our points. And a 6th place finish in the first race of the season is not bad. Vitali's in the zone. You've literally finished. And there we go. Romano holds off Pierre Siliers at the end there. And while it didn't truly pay off, while those cars up ahead kind of stuck to their 2 stops and didn't bring it out, you know, we ended up really not that far off. Not that far off at all. Okay, good performance race 1. Not bad at all. Hemlock, Chapman and LeBron. That's awesome that there are very much different teams competing at the top here. And we want to be up there. We want to be competing as well. We've got some sponsorship. Okay. Not happening. Vice. We're going to go to the garage. Our worst part is our steering. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the LeBrons. The LeBrons is the wrong team to go for. It's the wrong team to go for. Dang it. They've built a 2510 engine. Their other parts aren't as good. Okay, we've taken the engine. So we've now got a 2510, a 2520. So when we build a new one, it's going to be even better than that. It's going to be 2670. So that's going to go on Romano's car. Look at that. We've got freaking 7 engines. Okay, anything below 70 gets an upgrade. Got 26 on the chassis. So next up has to be steering. So I'm thinking perhaps even the next like 3 or 4 races, we've got to just build parts for steering. That's all we can really do. Because our engine now, very solid. Our chassis, very solid. Our steering, not so good. And our drivers, obviously, they're not the best. We've got to try and make our job as easy as we can for the drivers. One, 2, 3, go. And that is to keep kind of a gap between our drivers here. So Vitali just goes out like a little bit later. It's not a big deal. Let's put in some good lap times here. Our car is going to be an absolute rocket by the end of the season. The steering is a letdown. We've recovered significantly well with the engine. That's brilliant. But we need to start putting in some lap times. We need to start putting in some performances. So we focus up on the steering. Of course we do. 32. Not a bad start. Not a bad start in the slightest. Let's go. Vitali, you are up next. Let's go again. It's going to be the exact same. Focus on the steering. I'm actually quite happy with the fact that by copying another engine... 32 again! Goodness. By copying another engine, we've more or less kind of solidified our progress on the engine. We've like speed ran it. But basically, pretty much, you know, that's what we've done. So, by doing that, when it comes to tuning and things like that, we are just like, okay, we are focused on steering. The next time we build a part, we are focused on steering. It's all we need to do. Why are they going so slow? Like, I know it's yellow flag, but that was way slower than yellow flag speed. Like, outrageously slow. Oh, that was it. That was a good one. That was a good one at the end there. That was a 120 that went for 18, costing 5. Oh, that was a good one. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, we're in a good position. I'm actually liking where we're at. Brilliant. Again, 72 out of 80. So we're almost done with the steering for both cars. I mean, it would be something to get a... Well, I mean, look at this. What is this? Why is Jan Schaub just crawling along? So wacky, so curious. What is he doing? Okay, Romano up to 5th. That's better, but we've got to keep pushing here. Keep going. Vitali up to 6th. Okay, we know in terms of raw driver speed, we are not the same as the other guys. Yeah? We know that. We are going to have to do something different. We're going to have to bring something else to the table. Brilliant. Alright, we're just about halfway on our session. We've dropped to 6 and 8, and unfortunately, Romano is in a bit of traffic here, which is unfortunate. Has escaped it, but won't be able to improve on time. Vitali should be able to improve on time, and does. Goes back up to 6th. Good. 119.6 is still, like, you know, it's still somewhat slow compared to the other cars, though. Okay, we're going to focus up here. 43.19. Oh, I don't know. I really do hope we can get enough done. Get those laps done. I mean, the only way it works really is if there is absolutely no yellow flags as well. We're going to go here and then here. 64 out of 80. Okay. Okay, cool, cool, cool. We should be able to get it done. We should be able to get it done. It's the first challenge of the weekend, you know. Get the quali done. Get it done well. Vitali's in the zone, so we might see a rapid lap here. Romano's gone 4th. Incredible. Vitali. Mac is going purple. Vitali goes 6th. It said he was focused up. Interesting. Okay, we're going to focus on this one now. Good. Yes, okay, 57 out of 80. That looks a little bit better with where we're at, with how many tuning sessions we should be able to attack. Okay, let's just get this done. There we go. That was bad. That was real bad. Okay. Off we go. Romano, what have you got for me? You are just over a second slower, but you are in the zone. I want to see your purple sector. There it is. There it is. What a lap. Come on. Let's see. Up to second by 0.06. Now, Maldonado, Holgerson, yada yada. They might be able to go faster, but that is one heck of a lap. And that, for a fact, shows me we are competing with the big boys. We're in there. We're in the game. Okay. That was just terrible. That was so bad. We really need Vitaly and the crew to wake up and get this last tuning done. Look how congested it is. Look how close it is now at the top. There's so many teams who are competing in a good area. Romano's going quick again. He goes back to 5th. Vitaly finishing up his lap now. I'm going to guess 7th. 10th! But the top 11 are within 2 seconds. I mean, I feel like that has not been the case many seasons gone by. Okay, Vitaly will get another lap, I think, if we are quick. If we are really quick about this. 4, come on. 7, 56. Yeah, just lost too many points over the course of this session. Over the course... Buddy, how have you lost it coming out of the pits? That has cost Romano. That has cost Romano. Romano was about... Oh, Vitaly! Romano was about to put in a lap. And I think get up into the top 4, top 3, something like that. Okay, never mind. It's not inters. It's on the range of inters, but I don't think it's inters. I'm going to say medium. You know what, Vitaly, you're getting hard tires for that. You're getting hard tires for that. And we're going to push and burn the first lap. Every now and then I throw this out there. Let's go. We're going to watch Romano. Vitaly, he kind of got on my nerves. Never mind. Never mind, eh? Yeah. What a start. What the heck is that about? We qualified in the top 10. We still end up running at the back. Romano's going backwards. Come on, our race pace has got to be better than this. Romano in 16th. Okay, 15th and nope, back to 20. 14th, Romano. Okay. The comeback drive is on. Oh, what a bad start. What was that about? Why such a bad start? Down to 17th. Back to 15th. What is happening? They're in the zone, but I am... severely unimpressed. We're just locked in like a little chain here. We can't break out of it. We need to get past Tim Morstan, which we've done, but then actually get on up the road and start chasing. There we go. Thank you, Romano. You've got to start chasing down the cars in front. Otherwise, you just kind of get locked in. And the mechanic of it is, you get stuck behind a car. You can't make the move stick. You get slowed down by the car, and the guy behind says, thank you very much, and takes the position. Obviously, as it's just happened there. Look, Vitali says, I can't get past Tim Morstan. I got overtaken by Steiner. I can't get past Steiner. It's exactly what it is. You just get stuck in this kind of like rotation of cars where you can't break out unless you get to the front and get away. Wow, slow pit stops at the front. Wow, loads of slow pit stops. Goodness. Vitali's still stuck in that traffic, and you know what? I'm going to forget about him. He's on the hard tire. He's going to drive for a long time. We'll check the fueling now. Let's go. What are we up? We're at negative 0.9. That's not that bad. Check it after 24, 25 laps. Okay. Romano's up into the points, but obviously we've got a pit. Quite soon, but not really soon. We've got a little bit of open track right now, so I want to see if we can just kind of run that open track for a little bit. Vitali in 14th, slowly moving up, but again, needs to pit. Will do at some point. Oh, what a terrible start. Oh my goodness, we've got to make it up on the track. We've got to get positions back. Let's go. Vitali's in the zone. That's great. I'm not worried about it. 0.1 and 0.0. Okay, I mean, there we go. Okay. Romano will pit maybe in a lap's time. Okay, this lap, Romano comes in. Another set of mediums. And then, most likely a set of softs at the end of this race. To really try and fly. Going to drop down to 12th. That's actually okay. That could be far worse. Of course, Vitali on the other side of things is going to be on that hard tire for a significant amount of time. Romano's got the quickest lap. Oh, Romano with a puncture. No. Okay, hard tire it is then, because I don't want you pitting again. Oh, freaking punk. Oh, my word. Oh, at least he's not losing as much time as he might have done. Hard tire for Vitali as well. Pit under the yellow flag. Really take advantage of it. And then we'll jump out in 14th and 12th. Okay. It's a simple equation from here on out, guys. We burn to the end. We're on the hard tire. We don't question it. We just run. Anyone who pits ahead of us, they lose time to us. At the end of the race, we can still have quite a bit of a push going because we're on that hard tire. Let's see what they can do. I'm disappointed. We've had a bad race and I don't feel like I personally have done much wrong. Vitali, oh my word, that's another crash. Edwards, gone. And that's not helping us for cars in front who, you know, are gaining time on their tyres and things doing this. Quite a few drivers have gone to the hard tyre, which, you know, I'm inclined to believe they'll go to the end and they'll just run it to the end the exact same way I am. We are 12 and 13. It's going to be a long old season if the drivers keep putting this kind of performances in. Long, long way to go. Lots to improve on. No focus just yet from either driver. Okay, again. No focus. Romano, you're not trying to overtake Paul Woods. Really, just keep following him. He's quick. Just keep following him. Stop trying to overtake him. If they're quicker than you in front, you literally just need to, like, stick behind them and just ride that wave. It's not, like, it's, you know, it's not rocket science or whatever. Oh my word. Now that we've actually done a lap pushing, we're unlapping ourselves. That is next level stuff. We're actually unlapping ourselves. Vitali's caught up to Romano, who has caught up to Jan Schaub as well. It would take a bit of a miracle to get anything more than one driver in the points, though, I fear. Vitali's got Romano. What has happened there? How has that happened? Next up is Jan Schaub, but how far is Campbell up ahead? 9 seconds? No, 2 seconds. 3 seconds. Not far. But still seems quite far. Romano's got Vitali back. I mean, I like the fact that they are fighting. They are competing. They are racing. Vitali's in the zone. Okay. Have to try and get past your teammate. There we go. Teammate overtaken. And should be able to get the next. You've got to get. There we go. You've got to get Jan Schaub. And there you go. You have managed to get Jan Schaub. Good. Rodney Campbell is up next. Romano's got Jan Schaub, and we are 11-12. One or two positions away from the points that we need to keep. It's not enough. It's just not enough. We are 10 and 11 now. That's good. Vitali's in the zone. That's also good. We've got 16 seconds to make up in 10 laps on Larousse, who actually maybe isn't the problem. Maybe Laframboise, who we worry about. Laframboise pitted, just come out and is, yeah, only 6.5 seconds up the road. Okay. The positive thing is we are getting 1 point as things stand. Romano's just overtaken. Yep, that's great. That's great. So we are getting 1 point, but we are on the tail of Laframboise. Okay, here we go. The gap is literally nothing. It's 2 seconds. It's barely a gap. Get the move done. Get a double points finish, and we'll leave today happy, but also slightly unhappy. Go and get him. Okay, calm it down. You can. You can get him. Here we go. There we go. 9th place, Romano. Vitali, go and take 10th. You've not got very long. You've got to try and get it done. He's in the zone. That's the timing we need. Go and get the job done. We want a double points finish to round off this first episode of Season 2. Come on. In the zone again. Go get him. Last lap. Last chance. I don't think it's going to happen unless it happens on the last corner. No. No points this time. Sorry, team. Well, it was the terrible start that did it. It was the terrible start that did it. I even told them they could push on the start line. They did not do it. We are 8 and 9 in the championship, 10 points and 4 points, 33 and 39 behind Joel Ryan, who is leading the way. Ezzolini's in 5th again. Next up, Potenza, followed by Monaco. Okay, I'm going to make some notes. Our notes are going to be: focus on steering, and that is to do with both building parts and tuning parts. Other than that, there is not much I need to address. Our 2 races so far, 6th and 8th, 9th and 11th. A terrible start, and we are made to pay for it. Never mind, eh? Thank you for watching, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed. I do hope you're enjoying the Golden Lap videos. I'm trying to keep them, you know, somewhat regular on the channel. It is a series that does quite well on the channel. Of course, a couple of, you know, early when new Golden Lap was newer and stuff like that, I was getting more views. The views aren't what matter. The fact that people are here, you know, taking the time, hitting the subscribe as well. The number of views is far less important than someone who is, you know, finding enjoyment, finding engagement, and wants to comment and stuff like that. So, thank you for watching, guys. Until next time.